Starting off this vlog with an announcement. The shop update is going to be this coming Wednesday, February 11th at 12 p.m. That's noon, not midnight, Mountain Daylight Time. Wednesday, February 11th, noon, Mountain Daylight Time. I would prefer a weekend drop, but that's just how the timing works, and I don't want to delay the shop update any further. And let me just quickly show you the stuff that's being released. So the big main item, the coloring book, physical copy. And if you buy this, it does come with a digital download as well. There are 40 illustrations. It's nice, thick paper. That'll be 25 Canadian dollars, which is about 18 US dollars. Then we're releasing the Froggy Palette DTF t-shirts. You can do short sleeve t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, and there's a bunch of new colors available as well because I'm switching to the Comfort Colors blanks. So the little duckies embroidery, not new, but new color options now. No other Froggy stuff. The Froggy update is coming later. And we're also restocking Gallery Cats and Gallery Dogs t-shirts. This is the back design, and there's the locket on the front chest. Again, new color options this time because I switched which t-shirts I'm using. And once again, you can get it on a long sleeve t-shirt if you'd like. And lastly, we have 9 sticker sheets. We have Winter Ephemera, Winter Buns, Luna Moth, Stationary Colorful, Gazebo Cats, Strawberry, Forest Cuddles, and Halloween Cats. Oh, there's a nice big bay hair on the back of that. Oh, and video game. These are 6 Canadian dollars each, and then I have the deal with my stickers where if you buy 5 stickers, you get the 6th free. That applies to both die cut stickers and sheets. So if you buy a mix of sheets and die cuts, it's going to discount the die cuts because those are cheaper. But if you got just 6 sticker sheets, one of them would be free. So Gallery Pets restock, coloring book, 1 new t-shirt design, 9 new sticker sheets. And that's all at BaileyJ.com. Hey guys, it's Thursday, January 22nd. I didn't post a vlog last week because I was over. You're good. I'll just restart.
Split.
I didn't post a vlog last week because I was away. At the time I'm currently filming, I have not left yet. I'm filming this before I leave, but you'll see it once I'm back. Because I'm going on a family trip to Mexico. And yes, that's 3 years of Mexico in a row. So the last 2 trips were for friends' weddings in Mexico. This one's a family trip with Christian's side of the family. So his parents and like my brothers-in-law, sisters-in-law, nieces, all of us are going on a trip together. So that's very exciting. But also I'm stressed because I'm waiting on deliveries. So first thing, I ordered some boxes for this upcoming shop update, and I ordered them right at the start of the month. And it said that their processing time would be 3 to 5 business days before it ships out. But it had been over 10 and they still hadn't shipped out. So I reached out to them just asking that they hold the order because it's not that time sensitive. Ideally, I would have them before the shop update, but I just asked them to hold off on shipping it so that it doesn't get delivered while I'm away. And they responded saying they can do that. So that's handled. And then the other delivery is the coloring books. This is the one I'm more stressed out about because it's more expensive, more important than boxes. And the printing company said that it was set to arrive at port in Vancouver on January 3rd. Then it has to go through like customs and get inducted into the system to then get delivered. So once it gets handed off to the final mile delivery company, that's when I'll get my tracking. And as of today, I haven't received the tracking at all. And my fear is that I'm going to receive that info right before I leave or right after I leave because I don't want it delivered while I'm gone. And yes, we'll have a cat sitter who comes every day to feed the kitties, scoop the litter, all that stuff. And normally they can bring in a package if it gets delivered, but this is going to be like 2 pallets. And they're books. It's heavy stuff. I don't want to make the cat sitter bring that in. If it comes to that as a last resort, I could offer her like $200 or something to carry them in. But like, it's so much physical labor. I don't want to make her do that. And that's been stressing me so bad over this last week. I can't stop thinking about it. And we're getting close enough to the trip that I'm hoping I just Like I'm hoping it'll get delivered once I'm back. But my backup plan is that once I have tracking info, maybe I can call to reschedule the delivery. That's my plan. So I'm trying to tell myself, don't stress, you can maybe call to reschedule, but I've had reschedule requests in the past that get denied. And so I'm like, oh. I don't even know what company is gonna deliver the books at this point. So I'm trying to tell myself to not stress about it until it actually becomes a problem, but it's easier said than done. And I had this moment of hope earlier in the week because Monday morning, I checked my emails first thing and there was a notice that like from so-and-so printing company saying that your item has shipped DHL and it's out for delivery on Wednesday. And I was like, yes, we'll get the sketchbook or the coloring books before we leave. And then like an hour later, my sketchbook manufacturer messages me being like, oh, I just mailed some samples to you. It's coming DHL. And I was like, oh, that's what that is. Dang it. I thought they were the coloring books. So yeah, it's Thursday now, the 22nd. We're leaving on Monday, the 26th. So, you know, and some of that's the weekend. So I'm hoping at this point nothing happens. Worst case scenario is I get tracking info today or tomorrow. Although maybe that's good because then I could try to call to reschedule. I don't know. I'm just hoping I don't hear anything till like the last half of my trip. But yeah, speaking of the sketchbook manufacturer sending a sample, let's take a look at those. Because usually I do not get physically mailed samples. When I had the very, very first books made, they did send me a sample of the covers, but there were no pages inside. It was just the hardcover with the fabric and embroidery on the front. But let me show you what they sent. So when I was planning out the sketchbook, I used photos that the manufacturer had sent me in the past of all the fabric swatches, but what I didn't realize is one of the swatches was very shiny. So my manufacturer warned me that the fabric was very shiny and also was very prone to wrinkles. And so that's why she was sending me some other samples. Also, when they had shown me this sample embroidery stitch out, I pointed out that this was not gold thread. It is a very beautiful color, but it's not metallic gold like I had requested. And I really stressed it like multiple times. I want metallic gold, metallic, shiny. Then they did this. But also look, a fully bound sample. I've never received a fully bound book as a sample before. But yeah, this is definitely creasy. Let me see. I don't know if the lighting angle is the best here. Let me hold the camera. You can see the creases in the back there. And yeah, it's shiny. It kind of is cool though with the matte thread, shiny back, but it's not what we're going for. But this is a very cool, one-of-a-kind sketchbook. So yeah, they sent me these two samples. This one's still pretty shiny, so I'm not gonna go with that one. It is very soft though. This feels pretty much exactly like the other fabric that I've used. So I'm probably just gonna leave the fabric selection up to them in the future, like not choose a specific swatch, but they'll choose what's closest, which is what they have done for some sketchbooks in the past. Because yes, I couldn't tell that this was shiny in the swatch photos they had sent. So anyway, I am gonna go with option B here. Yes, very nice. It feels exactly the same as my other books, at least the same as this one. And then they sent a sample of some gold thread here. Whoa, a whole bunch of it. A whole bunch of little pieces. Probably because it's easier to get an idea of what it's gonna actually look like when you have a bunch laid out like this. So this is metallic gold. That's what we're gonna go with. Your metallic options for thick thread are different compared to regular embroidery thread because this is like embroidery floss. That's how thick it is. It's not standard embroidery thread. So for metallic, your options are a little more limited, but I agreed to this and hopefully it looks good. It feels so different though because it's almost plasticky. Probably is plastic. Almost feels like braided tinsel or something. So not the same, but I just really want a metallic sketchbook because I'm tempted to just agree to this. Like that's a nice yellow and it looks good, but I really want metallic, especially because when I did the witch hat sketchbook, all the yellows were supposed to be metallic and they did it incorrectly then as well, but they had already like bulk stitched it out. So I was like, okay, whatever. We can go with yellow. It still looks good. But I still just want to try something with gold, you know? And that's how I designed the bee sketchbook, was to be gold thread. So yeah, hopefully that all works out. So that's what we're going with. We're going with this thread, this fabric, but the bee looks so good. Like, it's so weird having a physical one to show you this early, to show you the embroidery, because I'm probably not going to receive these books till like September, maybe August. August if I'm lucky, you know. It's a very long production time, so don't get too excited. You're not going to be able to buy these for quite a while. But I think it looks so good. And I love the way the wing cutout worked, because there's just no thread in here for these swirlies. It's just the fabric showing through, but it stitched out quite nicely. I was a little concerned how that would look, but it looks good. I like the way they digitized the design. And hopefully the other gold thread looks good, and I'm not going to regret not going with this. But like I said, I just want I want one sketchbook with metallic on it, but not gold foil edges. I considered it, and then I was like, you know what? These books are expensive enough. Let's not make them more expensive by adding gold foil. Like, these are very nicely bound. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, and let's look at the end paper. They used a glossier end paper than usual, but that's okay. Look at it. Shiny. And yes, I know these are not hexes. So I was explaining that when I was first drawing bee stuff. I was about to explain the hexes, and then the doorbell rang. So I ran up, and then I came back down and continued talking to the camera, but I didn't pick up right where I left off. So that was never explained. And I get so many comments being like, that should be hexes. Like, you missed opportunity to do hexes. Listen, it's purposely not hexes. All bee merch has hexes, which is understandable, you know, honeycombs, but like, why can't we have one instance of bee merch that's not hexes? I think this looks really cute like this. It's a fun departure from the hexes, you know? Let's go against the grain. Do something different. Different, even though the bee is your basic back view bee. Although I tried to stylize it a bit, make it a little fat bee. So there you have it. There's your first look at the not correct sketchbook. But yeah, neat one-of-a-kind book. I'm like, do I keep this for funsies, or do I do a giveaway at some point? Because like, I kind of want to keep it, but I doubt I would actually use it, because I don't want to be promoting it in videos if that's not what it's going to look like, you know? If I'm going to use a bee sketchbook in a video, it needs to be the actual one you can purchase. So this would end up just being like a little trophy book. I don't know. For now, I'm keeping it. Next, I'm going to sit at the computer and do 1 power hour of making photos for listings. So in my last vlog, you saw me taking photos of some of the blank shirts on the mannequin. I do have those photos, although they're not my main priority for the shop update. Like, if I run out of time, I'm not going to bother with those. But I do at least want to get out the flat images of like the mock-ups that look like this. Here's an example. So there's each individual design on every single color. And then there's also the main photos that show all the available colors for that design. I was working on that yesterday, and I still have a bunch more to do. So I just want to sit down and get some of that done. An hour is not going to be enough time to do all of it, but I can do some of it. And this is my list where it's like, okay, so for the froggy, we need the regular t-shirts and then that main photo. Then we need the 5XL separate because those are different colors. And again, the main photo. And for the main photo, there are 2 versions. One with the size range listed in the corner and one without. Then I need to do also for long sleeves. It says 5X, but I guess it also includes 4 because the long sleeves only go up to 3XL. And then the boxy tees, then there's like ducky, all the same stuff. And then I kind of simplified it on the back for gallery cats and dogs. I need like all of this stuff again, except it won't be available on the boxy tees, but it will be on the regular t-shirts and the long sleeve t-shirts. And then I would essentially have to do all of those main photos again with the mannequin mock-ups. Which is why, like, that's not a priority, but eventually I would like to add some of those photos to my website so it's not just flat mock-ups. So there's a lot to do there. And once I have all the photos, I need to add them to the listing. So just in general, post them all to the listing like this. And then further down, I have to expand all the variants. So underneath size small, all the photos have to be assigned to each variant, because it starts out looking like this, all blank, no photos assigned. But I want it so when you click a specific color, it shows that color. Plus it helps on our end, we see that photo in the order. Otherwise the product photo is just this when we go to pack the orders. I want it to show the color you selected. So yeah, you have to do that for each size individually. Add the photos. So many. Mistborn audiobook on, locking in. nice. I realized if I am doing long sleeve, I do need to do some gallery cats and dogs because they're all in the same listing for 4XL, 5XL. So this is how I'm laying it out. Yeah. Front and back both visible in the same picture. Ooh, that looks good. Get out of here. All right, that was a little bit more than an hour, but I really wanted to wrap up those long sleeve tees. So we got them all done for Froggy and Ducky, but then also gallery cats for the 4XL, 5XL listing. And now I'm halfway set up to do the rest of the gallery cats shirts at a later date, so that's great. I am now gonna break for lunch. I'm gonna go with Pizza Pops for lunch. We don't have much to choose from because we didn't want to buy any groceries before leaving. Next on my to-do list is photograph sticker sheets. Halloween Cats, I guess, does not have to be photographed because I already have pictures from the last time it released, but everything else will need photos. And part of me wants to like cheap out and just photograph them as they are. Like usually I peel off one sticker and stick it on my finger and photograph it, but it's not really necessary. And then it like wastes a sticker sheet. And I'm gonna try to stick to my main backdrop colors. Some of them I might want to pull out some scrapbook paper to use instead. I have white, pink, blue, yellow. I want more, but it's hard to find nice pastelish colors. It's like bright red, bright green. I need a soft green. So these three would look great on pink. They would match yellow quite well too, but I feel like these ones need to go on the yellow. Maybe not Gazebo Cats. But at least these two, possibly also strawberry. Honestly, this wouldn't look bad on blue. It's like the one design that would look good on there. And yeah, it blends into the pink a bit. So yeah, this one should go on the blue. This could probably go on yellow. And then this one is yellow. So I really feel like it needs a green background. I don't have a big green piece of paper, but I have scrapbook paper. Yeah, that's cute. And I don't need any wide shots, so that paper actually is big enough. I'll take a top-down photo and then maybe a 3/4, but I think the 3/4 just needs to be a close-up. You don't need to get overly complicated with the photos. And we need props. These are some of my most used flowers. Then the trinket jewelry case. Straubs, we need those. Little hearts. Yeah. Bitch and Bob. Still haven't painted any of these. Keep forgetting I have these. More mushrooms. Apples. You know, all kinds of little things. Little lollipop. A key. There's a bunch of small knickknacks. Well, what did I buy these for again? Or did I have a plan when I bought these? Wait. Are they for here? I don't know. Racks. And more stuff. More stuff. Some of it's kind of big though. A lot of carrots. A lot of bunny stuff. And this is just a spinny thing. I haven't used these spinny stands in a while. It was for getting videos of products, like prop them up, take a little video of it spinning, and add that to the product listing, but then I don't end up doing it much just because product photography is already such a big job. And I have a large version. Kind of forgot about those. I forgot about a lot of things. And in the sides we have vines. I have yet to use these for anything. It's because they got the wires. They're meant to light up, of course, but I just haven't done any photography where I would need them lit up. These little things are my go-to greenery because they just look too good. Like, look at that. That's pretty cute. I was so confused. I don't remember getting these keys. Then I realized they're for this jewelry box. Okay, here's the tentative layout. Let's see what it looks like from the top down. Well, you're seeing more of the sides than what we're actually going to see. I need to check this in the actual photography camera. I don't know if this is too sparse. Maybe that little corner, I need to push the leaves over a bit. Okay, leaves are pushed, and then I added some extra greenery down here. Well, isn't that cute? And I'll probably crop it in slightly closer on the actual photo, just giving myself a bit of wiggle room. And here's the Luna layout. We're going for a two-tone thing with the paper. Here's the stationery layout. I must resist the urge to add plants. It's the one thing we have plenty of props for. We don't need flowers and leaves. But oh, how it's tempting. Plotting and scheming over here. I was thinking maybe forest cuddles will look good on a fuchsia. Yellow's nice, but it kind of blends in. I'm torn. Maybe that's too much. I don't know. Strawberry. I was thinking a color split with white because the red looks really good. This red in particular, but it's partially cut out. I can make do, but I have my little strawberry props and they're just gonna blend in. So I feel like we need little pops of other color for the strawberries to sit on. Wait a minute. Picture this. The pop of color underneath is the leaf. Bro. Yep. Okay, look at this. We have some twine bows that I just tied. Some flowers, straws. Yeah, perfect. New props to add. I'm doing forest cuddles. I really want a carrot this size, but I hate that these are sparkly, so I think I'm gonna paint 1 or 2 carrots. I mean, I should paint a few, because I could do some that are more yellow. We could do purpley carrots. Maybe I should just do the ones I need for today. But we're running out of time here. I need to pack orders because it's getting close to 3 o'clock. Mail pickup can be anytime after 4. I don't have a ton of orders to pack because most of the ones I have now have holds on them. But we have a few we can do. The thing is though, this might be the last order packing session before we go. Because yeah, it's Thursday. I don't do Friday pickups. I could, but there might only be 1 or 2 orders that come in between now and tomorrow. Because it's that slow time right before a shop update where people are waiting for the new stuff to drop. And we're leaving Monday morning at like 3:45 in the morning. So there will be no Monday mail pickup next week. So I need to add a notice to my shop saying whatever orders come in won't be shipped until then. On camera.
What was that?
I said on camera.
What?
The booty grab.
I didn't know this being on camera.
So I'm gonna have to add some kind of notice to my website being like, anyone who orders now, or like your order's not gonna ship until such and such date. And we'll be back on the 2nd. So the earliest I could have a mail pickup is the 3rd. So I'm gonna edit the banner that's at the top of my website. We might need some days to get some stuff embroidered. So I'm gonna say orders placed January 22nd or later will ship February 3rd to 5th. Hold on, I'm thirsty. Dr. Pepper, baby, it's good and nice. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, we have 4 orders without holds that we can pack. First one's for Amber. And by the way, my shop's having problems right now with the shipping. I don't know what's going on. It's something with the Canada Post Shopify integration. It's not displaying shipping rates for the US if it's calculated by Canada Post, but it works for other countries. I don't know why it's specifically not working for the US. So if an American tried to place an order, it would say that this shop doesn't ship to the selected address, but I do. And it would show a shipping rate if you got to the free shipping threshold, because that's a custom shipping rate I made, but the Canada Post ones will not show up. And I've double checked all my settings, both like shipping settings, markets, etc. I've tried deleting the US and re-adding it. Nothing is working, so I'm convinced it's something with Canada Post. And I'm hoping it just resolves itself, because the last time I had an issue like that, like it wasn't the same thing, but a similar shipping issue, it just fixed itself after a few days. So I'm praying that when I get back, it's fixed, because we're gonna have a shop update, okay? I need it fixed! So in the meantime, I've created a custom shipping rate. It's just a flat rate, $15 US, which might be too high for some people's orders, but I'll just calculate what I owe them back and refund the difference. That's my workaround for now, so that something actually shows up at checkout. Yeah, better be dealt with by the time I'm back. Now Denise is getting some art prints. Hey guys. Wishing Dust, Royal Kitties, Shady Shamrocks, Gazebo Cats. Oops, I grabbed 2 Shady Shamrocks. And a Forest Cuddle sticky note. See, my shipping rates are being calculated perfectly fine in ShipStation. So it's got to be something with the Canada Post Shopify integration specifically that's not working as intended. Catherine is getting a Silver Florals zip in medium. Now, she was charged the backup shipping rate. So I'm going to see how much I need to refund. Okay, I need to refund $10. 10 Canadian dollars. Wait, but they paid in USD, so I need to convert it. 10 CAD to USD, $7.25. Okay. And the last one we have today is for Monica. She qualified for free shipping, so we don't have to refund anything. Fall Florals Navy Zip. This order was just placed today, a little bit after noon, and Christian got it done in time to go out today. B grade dot grid Halloween cat sketchbook. And B grade pencil pouch. Ugh, the stationery colorful. Woo! Now hopefully this will fit in here, otherwise we gotta upgrade to a much bigger box. Oh yeah, it fits. Okay. A sprinkle of crinkle. There's not room for much. Thank you card and freebie sticker. We're still on this as the freebie print, but I am getting low stock. Like, I might actually need to order more before the next shop update. Oh. But see, I'm in that awkward stage where it's like I'm about to leave town. Although that's just a small package. Or wait till I'm back to order and just pay for faster shipping. I don't know. Hello, give me my shipping rate. Hello. Please, this is the last order. I just need to print this one last label. Several minutes later. Thank you for your orders. Now it's back to product photography. I decided to put Forest Cuddles on green. I just need a few more things to pepper around here. I feel like I need more yellow props. We have the butterflies. I have little duckies, but yeah, just a little something yellow would look so cute. Let's paint the carrots. Dollarama. No. I was like, can I just scrape that off? Maybe not. Why are these all cursed? Feels like a poo-poo orange compared to what it is already. Although nice natural orange will be good for photos, I guess. I was just thinking I need a rack of hooks so I can pinch these in a binder clip and hang them to dry. But you know what? We have pegboards in the embroidery room. I could use that as my hooks. These are going to be textured. How much of that is the paint and how much of that is the glitter balling up? Oh yeah, chunky. I feel like my final strokes need to be sideways for ultimate carrot texture, you know? The problem is I can see exactly where the strokes stopped. Ah. Do you want to see my carrot collection? We have orange carrot, we have a yellowy orange carrot, and ivory. Now, I need to wait for these to dry. I've got the forest cuddles set up mostly done, and I could move it and do the winter buns ones, but I'll take a little break from the photography. Bleh, do not rub up against the carrots. I'll clean up this mess, maybe do a little social media scrolling. Okay, I've been looking for photo supplies for these sticker sheets. So we have some gold stars. Yeah. I brought back out the twine bows. I have these mini red bows, which are the perfect size. We have this string, the green heart, a little bow. I don't know if I need this because it's going to go on a yellow background. And then I went rummaging through my calico critter stuff. I grabbed these. They're kind of too small, but there's, you know, the cup. Yeah, And then the tomatoes, I could even flip them upside down if I want, but they look like these little things. And then the green gingham, just like the plaid. Whoa! I have this from our garland, our Christmas decor. Then I grabbed this bear. This is actually a doorknob, or like a drawer pull, sorry. Perfect color match. Perfect, I say. But I'd also grabbed a calico critter bunny. I figured it's just its face could be peeking out, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. And I grabbed an acorn, because, you know, there's a pine cone on there. And then I was like, wait a minute. We have pine cones. So I foraged some, still some snow in there. We have like a pine bush. I don't know how to describe it. A shrub. I just realized the back of this is flat, which is kind of perfect for photos. Oh! Because like this one, we're going to see from top down. It's a bit different. And then I grabbed another one. That one can sit at a bit more of an angle because I'm doing top-down photos. So, wow, that is actually perfect. This one right here. Whoa! So those are my supplies for that. Then there's video game. A Tamagotchi would be perfect for these photos. It'd be a pretty good size, but I don't have one. Joy-Con could work. This would match, but also this would match. Oh, this is grimy though. This was a weird case. Ew, it's gotten stickier over the years. If I peel all the sticky off, it would be good. This also matches. Oh, how I wish I could still use this phone. This should go in the photography prop jewelry box. Now this stuff all matches, but it's too big. Wait, this is kind of a Tamagotchi. But the colors, I mean, I could Photoshop the colors on it. Stylish. These are all the perfect size, but I don't think I want like too noticeable of IP stuff in there. This could work again, maybe just recolor it digitally to look pink in the photo so it matches. The Bun Boy pin could work. Hello. That's the perfect match. And this could go with the winter buns. Oh, I love this pin so much. Oh. There's a lot of oldies in here. The original Kikimina. This was an advent calendar exclusive. Penelope. So was this an advent calendar exclusive. I think this was one of the ones that got brought back though, because there was like, I think 3 things I brought back to actually sell in the store, like the 3 most popular items from the advent calendar. Everything else was exclusive. Oh, this was also advent calendar. Totally forgot I did the Bailey J ones. And no, don't be messaging me asking for these. The answer is no. I mean, you can ask for a restock, but I'm not going to give the ones I have. Ginger bun. I'm going to have too many props. I still have a bunch of enamel pins and other things in here that I haven't displayed since we've moved. I need to go through that at some point. This might be the better coffee cup, like a better size for the product photos. And I could Photoshop out Gigi if needed. Add it to the pile. Even like Photoshop it out and then Photoshop on the bear face. Maybe that's getting to be too much. Something that'd be quite useful for product photography would be something kind of like these hearts I cut out. Just basic shapes cut out of colored cardstock because yellow stars would be perfect for this. Do I want to do that right now though? I just painted carrots. Am I busting out the Cricut too? Why do I feel like I made stars at one point? Did I? Even if it was just hand cut? I don't know. I feel like this Polly Pocket suits the vibes even though it's not a gaming console. It opens kind of like the DS. It's small like a Tamagotchi. It's got the right colors. You know, I could just lay this down as the backdrop. You know what? Let's cut some stars. Future Bailey's gonna really appreciate current Bailey if I do that. I need to buy more yellow paper. I think this is the only regular yellow I have. And then there's this super pale yellow. Well, this should be enough. Just stick it on. Back to life, Carol. The hell? I was duplicating the star one last time. I was like, oh, let's fit one more star on here. And then it started doing this. Release me. I might have to start from scratch. I closed the program and reopened it, and now my screen's black. Okay, let's go. I'm not going to turn on fast mode. We'll just do default mode. Yep. Ah! Okay, that was a little off. And maybe I should tape this down. Oh, because it shifted it up on the map. You little turd. That's not where I had it in my document. Okay. Yeah, because when you go to the final screen, it like shifts the design up, so I had to put it back where I want it. Okay. I knew I wasn't making full use of the paper, but like how many stars do I need? You know, the paper got a little bent up here, and then this one's overlapping. Two of my smallest stars are kind of unusable. I should make more. Oh my gosh, stencil. So yeah, these two we're not gonna go with, but the rest should be good. Let's do the bending the mat trick. I should do a bunch of different colors, but you know, we have to leave some work for future Bailey. But I at least did a variety of sizes, so I've got more than what I need for today. Returning to my carrot collection. Yeah, they're dry. I scraped some paint off the leaves. I have replaced the flowers with the blue ones because I feel like it just looks better with like the mushroom, the carrots, yeah. So that's the Forest Cuddles layout. And here's Winter Buns. Oh, so cute. Okay, now for Winter Ephemera. It's pretty much the same, but I took out the bear, the bunny, and the bunny pin, and the cup. Okay, it's not the best, but it should look better once I do a bit of color correction. Okay, everything's put away except the Calico Critter stuff that I have to bring upstairs. Now I'm gonna have supper, which is a little late. It's 6:50. And then after that, I think I'm gonna start packing my suitcase for the trip. I've got like 95% of what I'm bringing already laid out on the spare bed, but I'm gonna start putting it in the suitcase just to see how full it gets, because I'm probably gonna bring a carry-on. I can feel a fuzzy somewhere. Get off. Get out of my eye. I'm bringing the little pool floaty loungers and the pool floaty table, among other things. So if I stuff it all into one big suitcase, it might be overweight. So I'll just plan out what's going in the carry-on, what's not. What are you hollering about? I already gave you your treats. Maybe she just wants some love and attention. I want to bring a small sketchbook with me. This might be the smallest one I have, other than a little teeny one that I made myself with the cacti on the front. I don't know if you remember that from my DIY sketchbook video ages ago. Anyway, I have this, which is quite thin. The cover is so incredibly lightweight. So I'm thinking of bringing this. Don't know how much I'll draw, but I'm itching to plan out more of the froggy illustration. And I was like, well, since it's toned paper, let's bring a white pencil. And then why not also bring a black pencil in addition to the regular graphite? And as for a baggie for these, this is too big. But you know what? I think I'm going to bring it anyway because I can put other stuff in here, like the expo markers for the card game score sheet, or just other stuff that I want in my beach bag. Like my little mini bottle of Advil. Maybe I want my little hairbrush. I don't know, just little things that I would have in my purse can go in here. Oh, beebs. Oh, really? Cat sitter's coming tonight. You're gonna run away. Yeah, she's coming to get the key. Pizza time. It's going nuts for this audio. She doesn't react to anything, but this is like my 10th time playing it for her. But she'll jump up and try to get my phone. And Minna was looking around all intensely when I first played it too. I should have been filming, but okay, I'm gonna play it again. Do you like this song or does it make you anxious? They do seem a little skittish. Yeah, what is that? Ah, she bit me! She bit my thumb! Maybe she doesn't like it. Maybe she wants me to stop playing it. She gave me a little light nibble. Oh my god. She never does that. Yeah, maybe it's freaking them out. The kitties have seen the suitcases. They know what it means. Minna's getting a big whiff over there because there's something wrong with that big suitcase. It smells. It smells very musty, and both internal zippers were covered in salt or something, like crusty white stuff. But yeah, this side smells very musty. That black stuff is not mold, by the way. I had an black eyeshadow break in here. So that's what that is. But yeah, it's just musty. So I'm not gonna pack it there. I'm gonna let it air out for a day, and if it still smells, I might just use my medium-sized suitcase instead. Because if I'm doing the carry-on, I think I could get away with the medium-sized suitcase instead of the large. This is my pile of stuff, by the way. Minus the swimsuits, because those are already in there. And of course, I'm missing toiletries. Those will have to be packed last minute, but I did refill all my travel size bottles. Everything's ready to go. This is the inflatable table. These are the inflatable seats. I have some extra of this SPF lip balm because it was like, you had to buy a minimum of 2 packs. And so I'm like, okay, we each get one, and then I'll bring those for anyone who maybe wants one. Also not pictured are the clothes I'm wearing to the airport, including my runners. So I'm bringing these shoes in addition to the runners. And I'm not bringing my Christmas Sudoku, I'm bringing my other Sudoku, which I bought last time I was in Mexico. Just because it's smaller and lighter. Won't take up as much space, because the other one is like a textbook. I don't know if I want to bring these cards. They came with the table, and they are waterproof, but they're black cards. It's probably nice when it's really sunny, not having to stare at white cards. But I feel like they're just too slippery. They don't have the grip that the other ones have. Because we'll have these 2 waterproof decks, and then there's a normal deck in the crib board. I'm wondering if I can get away with this as my personal item. I'm gonna have to measure it, because usually this is my carry-on, and it doubles as my beach bag. But since I'm taking an actual carry-on, it's just gonna fly. Fly. Okay, it's a 41 centimeter limit. This is 46, but like once it's full, it's gonna squish. Like it's completely flat right now, so it's not gonna be as wide once it's full. Plus, it's a squishy bag. I put this under the seat in front of me all the time. Cause yeah, this will have like my Sudoku, my book. I don't know if I'm doing book or Kindle yet. I can have my little list, my sketchbook. That kind of stuff can go in here for easy access during the flight. I don't know if I want to bring like a gaming console, like my Switch. I might just leave that behind. The flight's not that long. I feel like I've got enough stuff. Because I wouldn't use the Switch at all at the resort. It would be purely for the flight. But like, I've got enough other things. I can watch a movie, do my Sudoku, draw, read my book. Oh, I'm all packed. The carry-on's ready with the geek. They actually have flown on an airplane before, fun fact. Yeah, when you were kittens, you came with us on an airplane. You were my carry-on luggage. If not for baby, why baby size? Really? Always take a spare pair of undies in your carry-on / personal item, okay? Just do it. Scoozy. Scoozy. Okay, if that's the carry-on, that's like all the inflatables and most of my clothes. I really do think I can get away with the medium one. All right, in the front pouch, we have the pencils, the 2 Expo markers, and then my Sudoku pen. Forgot about that. These can also go in here. I didn't want to have to bring any liquids in my carry-on, but I'm gonna need the hand sani. So I'll have to get a little Ziploc bag for that. I'm gonna completely eliminate the water shoes from my bag. I can go with Christmas stuff. Can't believe I almost forgot that. I put a list of last minute stuff on my phone to pack. This was not on any list. Yeah, I have a disgusting amount of room. Oh, zoom in, babes. Oh, see ya. This side's not even full. So yeah, add toiletries to this side, and we got extra space. I could even take a few souvenirs back, you know? And I'm so torn about whether or not to bring a physical book or my Kindle. Christian has physical books for the Shadow Rising, the Wheel of Time book I'm reading right now. He has the physical book for it, and then he also has the physical book for Mistborn, which is the audio book I'm listening to right now. Although I kind of want to keep Mistborn audio only, so I'm thinking I'll just stick with Wheel of Time for the trip. I'm so torn because I feel like now's the time to do a physical book, like poolside or on the beach reading a book. So lovely. But for instances like nighttime, I always read my Kindle at night to fall asleep, and the screen lights up, so that's good for nighttime reading. So might go Kindle. I don't know, I change my mind every 2 seconds. I don't know if you can hear Christian singing. Okay, it's now Friday morning. I was upstairs, laying in bed. Christian comes in, sits beside me in the bed, as he does normally. And I was like, oh, when are we gonna finish buzzing your hair? Because we were buzzing it yesterday, but the battery in the razor died, so we had to finish that up. And then we decided to do it right away, and we're like walking towards the bathroom, and he's like, oh, by the way, there's some surprises for you downstairs. I was like, what is it, like deliveries? But I couldn't think of anything I was waiting on. And then I was like, there's piles of cat puke. And I was like, no, he would have cleaned that up. I'm like, what is it? I walk down the stairs, I'm looking. I'm like, I don't see anything. And then he kind of leans over the railing a bit to look to the side. So I come down a little further. Oh my gosh. The coloring books are here. So you can see 3 stacks of boxes here. And there are 2 more stacks over there. I am in denial. I can't believe it. I was staring at them, mouth open, in disbelief. Like, am I still asleep? Am I dreaming? The coloring books are here. Today's the last possible day they could have been delivered before we leave, because it's about to be the weekend and it wouldn't be delivered on the weekend. And I didn't hear this delivery come in at all. Christian said it was delivered at like 6:45 in the morning, so that would have been just before I got up. So that's nuts. They're here and I can breathe. Oh my gosh, because I've been stressing, let me tell you. But also it's kind of scary. I never did get a tracking number. They just showed up. So I wouldn't have even had a chance to reschedule the delivery. Like, I lucked out big time that they showed up today. Holy crap. So I need to open up a box to take a peek, because I haven't looked yet. I haven't opened one up yet. We'll do that together on camera. And then it's game stream day, so I'm gonna probably play some Animal Crossing because the new update dropped. Maybe do a bit of decorating. in Animal Crossing. And then it's karaoke night. So this karaoke night's been pushed off for like months. So we're gonna go to a friend's house and sing. The theme for this karaoke night is songs about food. And so I will be singing Chinese Food by Allison Gold. I love fried rice, I love noodles, I love chow mein, chow mein. Anyone know that song? Okay. That's gonna be my song. So that's my day. Pretty fun day. Coloring books, gaming, karaoke night. Woo! So I ordered 750 total books. What is it, Kiki? Holy packaging. Okay. How do I even go about this? Let's leave the foam. Let's just rip into it. I was not expecting it to be packaged this nicely. I thought they were just going to stack them in the boxes. But maybe it's because like they didn't have a box that could fit these books snugly. Is snugly a word? Not snuggly, snugly. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It looks even better than the photos they sent me. For the cover anyway. It's got the soft touch, just like my soft touch art prints. Grab your coloring supplies and relax with this coloring book featuring 40 illustrations by Bailey J. Use your imagination to bring color and life to these cozy critters and cute characters. Now I went back and forth on the spelling of cozy because that's the American way, but coloring is spelt the British way because in Canada we use like a mix of British and American spelling, and typically like it's more common to see cozy spelt with a Z here, and then coloring is spelt with the U. So either way would have been acceptable, but it's like, I'm like, Americans are going to think this is wrong. The Brits are going to think this is wrong. But you know what? I just went with the Canadian way because that's what I am. Oh my God, there's some condensation on this right now. It is cold to the touch. It didn't sit outside. The cushion was there as it was being delivered, but who knows how long it sat on the truck. It might have been loaded up last night. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm scared to crack the spine, but I must. Oh, there was there was like a little flap there, like a little chip in it, and I like ripped it off. Shouldn't have done that. Should have just glued it down. The lines are crisp, unlike the Mix 'em sample where there were little dots around every single line. Not like a low res thing. It was different. I've never seen that in my life. But they claimed that's just how it would be. Like it was inevitable. And I was like, okay, well, I don't want that. Plus the Mix 'em paper wasn't very good. Stuff was bleeding outside the lines very badly. And for this, I'm praying it's good because I had a physical sample of paper that I tested on. So assuming this is the exact same paper, we should be all good. I'm not gonna have time to test this morning, but oh my goodness. Okay, this is nice, thick paper, okay, not some flimsy stuff. Oh, and at the front, Bailey J. Critters and Characters. Yeah, where the heck am I signing this? I want to sign them all. This is a bit slick. That's gonna take too long to dry. I could just like squeeze it up here. Thank you for supporting my first ever coloring book. Share your pages using hashtag Bailey J. Coloring Book. Scan the QR code to see how the illustrations were originally colored. So yeah, if you want reference to see the original color scheme to replicate it, you could scan that or just go to that link. And then I have my socials at the bottom. So every single illustration is here as a thumbnail in case you want to plan out some colors. You can. Pretty fun. Yeah, and then it gets into the pages. And then at the very back, I left a page blank. So you can again use it for color swatching. It says using markers, cut out this page, place it behind the page you're coloring to prevent ink from bleeding through the page to the page below, or use this page for swatching colors. Because some people want to use pencils, you know, so they probably don't need to cut this page out. But yeah, you can just to prevent bleed through. Because yeah, that's the nature of alcohol markers. They will bleed through to the back side unless you get like an alcohol marker pad, but I hate those because then the ink just pools on the surface and looks all splotchy and gross. Oh my goodness. And yes! Candle duckies. Wow, wow, wow. I'm very pleased. So far, anyway. I mean, I'm confident in the paper test. Like I said, I had a sample book. Because I did end up going with Chin Printing. They're like one of the first things that comes up on Google if you search coloring book printing. Then they sent this. It's got like all the different papers in it, and so I was able to give it a little test. And for the spine, I went with sewn and glued. So my Mix'em sample was just glued. So it's basically a bunch of individual sheets glued at the spine. But this other method, they're sewn into signatures first. So it's like one long piece of paper folded in half, and it's just more durable that way. You can see that there, hopefully. So yeah, she's a hefty little thing. Okay, spine cracking time. It feels wrong, but we need it to lay flat to color, obviously. It's sewn. It'll be fine. The pages are not going to pop out. Yeah, that works. Okay. You're going to have to give it a little... because this is thick paper, okay? Ooh, I love these pages where you can see the thread, because then you know it's gonna lay nicely. Well, this is towards the back of the book, so there's still a bunch of bulk on this side. Okay, yay! And you can see I placed the artwork a little further from the spine as well. Bit of a bigger gap on this edge, just to make it easier so the spine's less in the way. And you could just take a knife and cut the pages out if you don't want it in book format, but exciting! Spine, Bailey J, critters and characters. Get this nasty thing out of the background. Looks like a used Kleenex. Bailey J, critters and characters coloring book on the spine. Wow. I mucked up the corner. Whoopsie. I shouldn't have ripped that off. Here comes Christian, come see my coloring book.
It's a pretty hefty book.
You guys, I had a feeling there's a typo somewhere in this book. There's not much text, but I just had a feeling there's a typo. Yeah, I found one. How was this not caught? I read this over multiple times. I guess it goes to show you need a second person, maybe even a third person to read it over. It says scan the QR code to see how the illustrations were originally colored. How? I know. Here I was focused on the spelling of cozy. I should have been focused on the spelling of originally. I could add a tiny eye by hand to all of them. Ah, there. Oh man, this was borderline perfect. There had to be one thing wrong with it, I guess. But yes, final couple notes about the coloring book. The paper thickness is 180 GSM, so that's almost as thick as my sketchbooks. Those are 200 GSM. So very nice, thick paper. And the sell price will be 25 Canadian dollars. And this, according to Zonos, should be tariff-free into the US, and so it will be 25 Canadian dollars for Americans as well. There will not be any tariff markup on this product. So that works out to about 18 US dollars. Originally. That word's gonna haunt me for years. Originally. Every time I go to type that now, anywhere. I'm just so surprised because like I've sold a bunch of digital copies of this before I even ordered the physical copy, and no one said anything, so maybe no one else noticed either. I keep looking to see if it's fixed. If I look enough times, the typo will be gone. Okay, I need to eat, I need to prep for my stream, so I'll check in with you tomorrow. Okay, I came back downstairs. This is the second day in a row that I found this piece of wire sitting here. What the heck? It goes in there. Was that you, little missy? I know you like twist ties and zip ties and all sorts of little things. It's now Sunday. Yesterday I did a few things to get ready for the trip. I gave my hair the tiniest of trims. I was like, why not? Freshen up the hair a bit. I painted my toenails, did some gel polish on those, and that took a while. My feet were so neglected. Like, I had some toenail polish on from like many months ago. There was just a sliver of it left at the top of my big toenail. That's how grown out it was. So finally gave them a new paint job, and I was filing my heels for forever because there was just so much dead skin and like deep cracks in the skin, which are still kind of there because there's a limit to how much I can take off. But the feet are looking good. Oh, I'm gonna end up on a website. And I was also doing some like hair removal stuff. And then today I haven't showered yet because I'm gonna shower super late in the day and then also dry my hair and crimp it because tomorrow we have to get up at 3 in the morning and I want to call an Uber by 3:45. So I kind of want to just roll out of bed, not have to shower, just minimize what I have to do. And also just do a lot of my prep today since we are leaving so early because there's usually like last minute cat prep setup, like extra food and water. Even though they have a cat sitter, I just want extra, like what if the power goes out and their feeder doesn't drop the hard food, stuff like that. We put door stoppers in all the doors so the cats can't lock themselves in a room. I need to dump out their litter and put fresh litter in the boxes. And maybe just a couple extra bowls of water around the house, I don't know. And then I want to set up a kitty cam down here facing the cat bed that's on my art table, and also lay out the Twitch blanket because Kiki's been loving that so much. Because Kiki, she hides from the cat sitters, and so I just want some kind of proof of life. That Kiki's still alive and not like trapped somewhere, tangled in something, you know. I want to be able to see Kiki. Although the last time, like for Christmas, we actually got one Kiki photo eventually towards the end of the trip from the cat sitter. It's the first time she's seen Kiki. So that's the cat prep. Also just kind of want to clean the main floor because it's due for it and I don't want to come back to an extra dirty house. And there's a bunch of floof on the dining room floor because Christian was doing the inventory for all the t-shirts in there and they just released so much fuzz. It's coating the floor. So I want to wipe down the kitchen first, like do any dusting, wiping down, cleaning, and then do the floors. And I want to clean the bathrooms. And after the cleaning's done, I want to paint my fingernails to match the toes with that really light, almost white pink. That's my favorite color. June Bride by Gelish. That's my favorite nail color. My current set is actually holding up really well. I almost don't have to redo them. Like, they are growing out, but I would usually keep these on for another week or two, especially because right now they're not lifting much, but there is some. There's a littlest bit on my thumbs. But other than that, this set has held up really well. So it's almost a shame to remove it so early, but I don't want the hot pink. So that's gonna take me a couple hours, maybe a little more if I have to soak off this gel, because it's holding on so well, I can't peel it off. I know you're not supposed to peel. I'm gonna have to grind it down with my little zzz thing and then soak the rest of it off. And yeah, after I shower, I want like all my toiletries fully packed other than like my toothbrush. Oh, and I want to water the plants too. Yeah, just like all the final prep, I want it done today. I've already got tomorrow's outfit set beside the bed. I can just roll out of bed, change into the outfit. Alarms are set. We're checked in for our flights. I do have a list on my phone of a few last minute items to grab. Yeah, so that's gonna be my day. This is the fuzz I was talking about from the shirts. Look at that. I'm gonna have to dust down all the seats and everything first. And the crossbars, and then I can hit up the floors. Shirt boxes are downstairs now. The coloring books, I think we'll just leave them sitting here. I don't know where to put them yet. And I feel like I kind of want to just haul them down as they get opened. And for the book Typo, I kind of want to make a little sticker that covers the word. I know that's probably not really necessary, but like I just can't stand the thought of sending out the book with a typo in it. I have sticker paper, I have a Cricut, I could do this. Christian cooked last night and I apparently did not clean up. I know I came down to do the dishes at one point and then I went back upstairs to grab something, probably my earbuds, and forgot to come back down. Whoopsie. So let's load up the dishwasher, get it running. Let's get a coffee going while I do this actually. My hazelnut's out, but have no fear, I restocked recently. I'm gonna try to avoid wearing my slippers today because they have raised edges. They rub up on my heels and the sides of my big toe. Like that's why my skin gets so calloused and nasty. And I just freshened up my feet, so none of those. I gave the front of the fridge a wipe down. I'm just noticing a bunch of splatter on this wall. Okay, I'm gonna wipe that up. But otherwise, the kitchen's pretty much done. I'm gonna disassemble the cat fountain, clean it, replace the filters, all that. Now the thing with cat fountains is they can grow mold. You really need to take these apart thoroughly, even the motor. Like, I'm popping these plastic bits off. We used to have that cat fountain, like the green one with the flower in the middle. That one has way too many nooks and crannies that are hard to clean. Like, I do not recommend that one. But I would disassemble the motor on that too, like popping plastic bits off. If you see any kind of grate like this, you need to take it off. And even this little spinny thing, this just pulls right out. It's hard to grip, but yeah, it just slides right out. Get in there with Q-tips, with little things like this. Any little scrub you can to get every nook and cranny. See this? Just pulls out. And I'm gonna get in there with a Q-tip. I've never realized this blue thing screws off. Ooh, more areas to clean, yes. Oh, does this whole thing come out? Maybe. Yes! My feet hurt. I need the shoes. Okay, plants are watered. I put the new litter in, but I haven't vacuumed downstairs because the vacuum battery died, so waiting for it to charge up. Door stoppers is more of a morning task. I think I can now paint my nails. Okay, here's the before, and here's the after. That took forever. And now to eat. Christian went and picked up some food. Oh my god, this is too much. That's like enough for 2 meals. Almost should have had this yesterday and then leftovers today. So yes, we got up at 3 in the morning to catch our flight and met up with family there. They had stayed in a hotel the night before because they had further to drive to get to the airport. And here's a view of how far we flew. Woohoo! And played some Animal Crossing, which is great. So for this trip, we stayed on the resort the whole time. And so that's why I feel like a week is plenty if you're just staying on resort, because eventually I do get tired of being at the pool every day. But then looking back at these clips, I'm like, you know what? I'm actually already ready to go back. But yes, we landed and took a shuttle to our resort, which was only about maybe 40 minutes from the airport. So I grabbed a few clips of the drive there. And this resort, let me tell you, it's only about 5 years old apparently, so it's very new, and it's my favorite resort of the last few Mexico trips, you could say. Just the room was so gorgeous, and just the layout of the resort in general. We were kind of off to one side of the resort, so we're right by this water park. You can see it out the balcony, and that is the water park we spent most of our time at. We did use some of the other pool areas, but this one was just so convenient, and it had lots of fun stuff for the kids, and even has big water slides that adults can go on, which I apparently didn't get a video of. They were kind of in the background of that one shot, but just look at this room. Oh, I just love the color of the wood and the way it is in general. It's gorgeous and so spacious, especially since we only had one bed in our room. So much room. And this bathroom, adorable. Double sinks. Yeah, look at that. And they had, like, I expected there to be shampoo, conditioner, body wash. They also had a big lotion in there. There's the toilet. And then in here, the shower. Look at the lights behind there. Oh my goodness. Just gorgeous. And there's even a clothesline in the shower, so you could dry your stuff. So we were right at the end of this hallway. We're the second room from the end, and then you're right here into the pirate area where they were blaring Pirates of the Caribbean music all the time. And then here's the pirate ship itself. Yeah, no close-up of the water slides. I forgot. This plant, I have it in Animal Crossing. I kept saying that to Christian the whole trip. I'm like, I have that in Animal Crossing. I have that in Animal Crossing. Eventually he was like, yeah, I think you could build this entire resort in Animal Crossing. So this area here, there's like a waterfall running down the sides of it, and there's like a ramp that goes around and leads down to more pools and the beach. So these are some of the pools there with some smaller water slides and this infinity pool and whatnot. The beach is right beyond. I love these trees, just the shapes of their branches, the lanterns. It's gorgeous. And here's the waterfall area at night. They project stuff up onto the walls. This spot is on the way down, spiraling around that waterfall area. We didn't do any spa treatments. They're just so expensive because I was like, oh, what if we just got like a couples massage? And then I was like, actually, no. It's just so insanely priced. But yeah, look at this at night. The camera could not capture the beauty of it. They were glowing this nice orange, warm tone. Oh, so lovely. And then here is from our floor, the 5th floor, looking down at everything. So from this side of the resort, we feel really high up. Like it feels like at least the 5th floor. But then on our end by the pirate ship, we're only the 2nd floor. So it's very interesting. And here's the ocean. Wow. We didn't spend like that much time at the beach. We'd kind of go there in the morning, walk around and just look around, look for cute rocks. There weren't that many chairs on the beach, so I didn't actually spend that much time there, mostly around the pools. So here I'm doing my little Sudoku stuff. This was one of the Italian restaurants. You could just walk into any restaurant. You didn't have to pre-book them, which is so nice because some other resorts, you got to like go first thing in the morning to book the place you want to eat at that evening. You could just walk into anywhere and the food was so, so good. I loved how many options there were and it tasted really good. Definitely my favorite food of the last few Mexico trips. This little area is like an area where they're growing a bunch of plants like fruit and herbs, all kinds of stuff. And I love these little plants tied to the trees. I need to draw something inspired by that. And there were a couple nights where they had a buffet out in the main courtyard outside, such as this. And this was the one night we had an early show because the shows were always so late at night. We didn't see any of them really other than this show because we were traveling with young kids. We're in bed by like 10 o'clock and the shows all started at 9:30. That's my one complaint is they could have had some earlier shows, especially for a kid-friendly resort. And as for cards in the pool, it worked out quite well. Although there's a lot of people in the pool and it's wavy, you don't want to play a game where there are a lot of cards face down on the table or like face up, whatever. Just don't lay a lot of cards on the table because they will undulate and it'll make you motion sick. But other than that, the pool cards worked quite well. The main thing is I had to try to keep the score sheet a little bit dry because the dry erase marker, once it gets wet, it doesn't mark the page anymore. But because it's dry erase, the ink didn't smudge in the water or anything, so it worked out great. And it's now Tuesday. We got back last night around 8:30-ish. And today we went to Costco for groceries and just stopped by a second grocery store for some of the smaller things. And got back, unpacked it all, portioned things to freeze it and whatnot. And now here we are. My priorities for this week, one, I need to pack all the orders that came in while I was gone because I left the store open, but just put the banner saying I'd be away. So I have like 30 some orders. I don't know if all of those are ones I have to pack. I'm now realizing I didn't get a good look at it because some of those would be digital download only. Some of those might have holds. How many do I actually need to pack? I don't know. But there's not a ton of embroidery for Christian to do because he's been pre-making some of the zip sleeves. And most of what was ordered was zip sleeves, so he's just going to do the few things he needs to embroider tomorrow because tomorrow's going to be the mail pickup, which is not the usual day it's on. Usually it's Thursday, but I'm just doing it a day earlier to move things. And I had to fully cancel my mail pickup schedule because they only let you pause pickups for 1 week, and I needed to pause it for a week and a day, so I just fully canceled it. Still have to book a new mail pickup schedule. I need to order a few more t-shirt blanks because some of the size small blanks I had ordered, as I was taking pictures of them on the mannequin, I realized they either had little holes in them or had a stain on them. There were like 3 or 4 shirts that I had to just set aside as B grades. And I was like, okay, the smalls, I only had a couple of each. So now I need to order in replacements or there just won't be smalls in those colors. And I need to sign coloring books and photograph the coloring books and decide if I'm going to try to cover up the typo or just leave it. By putting some kind of sticker on it, I'm just drawing attention to it. But I just know I'm going to get emails every once in a while being like, did you know there's a typo in your book? Yes, I know. Oh, and I guess there's more DTF transfers to cut and add inventory to the site. Yeah, just some final shop prep stuff. So I'm trying to decide now on a shop update date, which hopefully you would have seen at the start of this video. Hopefully I inserted a little clip being like, this is the shop update. because it could be about a week from now. Oh, today's a Tuesday. I just really don't want to push this back. I want it out ASAP so that it's not too close to whatever next shop update happens. But also, I need to draw more stuff for the next shop update ASAP to order it. But I'm going to be too busy packing orders to design new stuff. Okay, let me pivot back to the holiday real quick. I meant to mention a few things about that because I was talking to you about like the entertainment stuff I was bringing. The little sketchbook, I didn't end up using it at all, which is what I suspected. I really didn't have as much like doing nothing time as I thought because we're always like with family, hanging out, chatting, or I'm playing with my nieces, or we're showering off from being at the pool all day, and then we're going to supper, and then we don't really do much after supper, and then going to bed. Like it felt like we were pretty, like my time was quite filled. The bulk of my true spare time was on the airplane. And on the way there, I played Animal Crossing the entire time, which made the flight feel like it was maybe 2 hours long, when it was actually 4.5 or something. Plus, we sat on the tarmac for an hour before we even took off. It went by in the blink of an eye, which is great. But that was the only time I touched the Switch, as I suspected. So I really shouldn't have brought it at all. On the way back, I did some Sudoku puzzles, and then I watched a movie. I watched Sinners. Oh my God. Amazing. I'm already ready to watch it again. I want to make Christian watch it, and then I can watch it again. It just has things I like. It's kind of like a period piece. It's got music. It's got horror. And it was so well done. I can't stop thinking about it. I need to watch it again. I didn't read any of the book on the plane, but I did read it poolside. That's when I got in the bulk of my reading, and I read about 80 pages. So I did bring the physical book just because I feel like poolside, I just don't want to look at a screen. I want a physical book when I'm poolside, so that's what I did. Even though this thing is a brick, I pulled it off the shelf. I'm like, oh, this is actually huge. And the cover was coming apart from the spine for about 0.5 centimeter. I ended up taping right here and right here just to hold it together a bit more. I was like, this is a sign I should just bring the Kindle, but I brought the physical book. And it's actually getting juicy. I'm excited to read more because usually I just read it in bits before bed. It was nice having a little more time to read it because this baby here is just shy of 1,000 pages. It is over 1,000 pages if you include the glossary at the end. Look at this thing. But the actual story is like 978 or something. Sorry, 980. 980. Then for this little Sudoku book, the newsprint was horrible for my erasable pen, but I made do, and I did about 20 puzzles in this. So that's pretty good. Although they were all the easy ones, so they were quicker to do. Just because I haven't done a lot of these puzzles before, so I wanted to start with easy. Because there's some original Sudoku, but then it switches over to extreme Sudoku. Although I don't know what's extreme about it. Because like the diagonals have to be 1 through 9 on this one, but doesn't that just narrow down your possibilities and therefore make it easier? That's how I felt about it, at least on the easy version. I haven't gone beyond easy for extreme Sudoku. Then there's Jigsaw Sudoku, where it's not the 3x3 squares. The houses are irregularly shaped. And for some reason, there's like an extra page of Jigsaw Sudoku. Like maybe that's just a popular one with people. I don't know. And then there's Ken Ken. I realized I quite like Ken Ken. So there are no numbers filled in at all to start, but there are these boxes. So there's 3 numbers here, and they have to multiply to 6. So it could be like 2 times 3 times 1. It could be 6 times 1 times 1. And since it's in a bracket like this, there could be 2 1s. If it was in a straight line, you couldn't have 2 1s because it still follows the rules of Sudoku. You have numbers 1 through 6 instead of 1 through 9 on each row, each column, what have you. It's quite fun, actually. Although, what was this one? These squares multiply to 2,160. I was like, no, there's no way I'm going to figure that out. I left that section for last. And there's a similar one called Sumdoku, but I don't like this as much as Ken Ken. So this is back to 1 through 9, but in these dotted areas, the numbers have to add up to whatever it is. So kind of similar, but addition only. I think I like Ken Ken more because it's only 1 through 6. It's a little harder when it's 1 through 9, and just, I don't know. It's obviously still doable, but it just hurts my brain a little bit. I found the Ken Ken more enjoyable. And I like how Ken Ken's got like different operators. Oh, and there's also Wordoku. Okay, where it's letters. They don't spell words other than in the shaded gray boxes. It spells a word from left to right. And so if you can figure out the word early, it actually helps you solve the puzzle. Like this one, before I even looked over here, I was like, this must spell exporting, especially because I knew it started with an E, and yeah, it was. So that was that. Oh my kitty baby, I missed you so much. Ow! Yeah, she's happy to have us back. Oh yes. We just spent some time on the deck upstairs. It is so nice out. It's 10 degrees according to my thermometer. It felt warmer than that, at least in the sun. It's cold if you're in the shade. I was sitting out with just my t-shirt and it was so nice. Yeah, we had a lovely time. You would think going to Mexico is nice to escape the extreme Canadian winters, but it's been such a mild winter. And today it's plus 10. Yeah. Like lately it's been above 0 nearly every single day. And tomorrow's supposed to be even warmer. Now, back to shop stuff. I want to mention paper. Let's actually move to the desk. So, last Monday, when we were on our way to the airport, first thing in the morning, I got a message from my sketchbook manufacturer saying that they no longer have the cream paper for the sketchbooks. What a tragedy. I'm so sad about that. And so I was like, well, you're gonna have to send me samples of new papers. Like, I don't want to just go with what they think is a good replacement. I need to test them. So they sent me another package. They sent 2 paper types, A and B. We've got a few sheets of each. And last night I was doing some testing, like right before bed. I was drawing shapes and then coloring them in to see what kind of bleed we had, except I kept coloring outside the lines. Like here, there's a blob here. That was just me coloring outside the lines. I was like, okay, I need to slow down. But I would do a couple lines with the marker just to see if the ink would spread. And then I would go over the same line multiple times to see how much the ink is bleeding across the paper. Of course, it's going to bleed through. That's just the nature of alcohol-based markers. But I'm looking at bleed across the paper. And with this A paper, it really stays put, which is nice. With the B paper, it was feathering a little bit. I don't know if this will show. But like here's where I went over the same spot multiple times. It's a little fuzzy on the edges. Same with like this square. I put down a bunch of ink and it's just a little bit fuzzy at the edge. But I don't think I'm gonna let that stop me for a couple reasons here. I did some big solid squares. So the first ones were kind of like just filling in the space as I would. And then here I kept going over the same spot, kind of as if I was layering colors, but it's all just the same color. And on B, both swatches look way more solid. On A, I feel like we see some more like the white speckles of the paper through. And then where I layered it, it looks lighter in the middle and then darker on the edges. Kind of looks like a piece of toast with crust. And I was like, oh, I don't like that. I think the colors look better on the B paper. Also, the B paper, sorry, I just paused. I'm thinking like the B sketchbook. The letter B. The B paper has just a little more tooth to it. A is smoother, and I like a little bit of tooth because if you're using like a graphite pencil to sketch, or if you're using pencil crayons, having a little bit of tooth is nice. So just coloring a touch with the 2 pencils, the B felt a lot nicer. So I think that's what's gonna win. And then I busted out my existing cream paper sketchbook, and I did test the same way I was just doing them. And this does feather a little bit at the edges, so I shouldn't let that stop me from choosing the B paper. So B is going to be the winner. I also like how it's a little bit darker than the A paper because I want it to be different from the white paper, of course. Where was that white paper? I just had it. This is the white sheet overlaid on both. So clearly both are cream paper, but I like how the B is just a little bit darker. Although what I'm sad about is just the tones of the paper. So the original paper was a warm orangish cream, and then the new one is like, when they're side by side, this looks slightly more green. Green, orange, green, orange. I'm a little sad we're losing some warmth in the tone of the paper, but that's okay. So we'll have a slightly different cream paper going forward in the sketchbooks. All right, so now I'm contacting Shopify because my shipping issue is still not resolved. So I'm on the text chat with them, and while they're looking into things, because it takes a while, I'm gonna order those long sleeve t-shirts and possibly start editing. It is Tuesday, so I should have a game stream tonight, but I have so much going on. I don't think I'm gonna have time for that. I just don't know if I should cancel it outright or do like a book signing as the replacement activity. Really need to focus on vlog editing today, I think, and then tomorrow can be just a full day of order packing and I could live stream it. I just don't know if I have too many orders for that. I have 48 open orders, it shows, but again, some of those are digital, some have holds on them. So let me actually check ShipStation right now, because ShipStation will only show me the ones I have to pack. Oh, 24. Okay, so that's not so bad. So yeah, I was thinking a live stream tomorrow, just because it's been a while since I posted a video. So it'd be nice to just have some kind of content go up and just be like, hi, I'm still here. And then, yeah, that means I should do all the editing today. So I should probably cancel tonight's stream. So yeah, I'm just gonna be on the computer for the rest of the day. Oh my God, the forest heather green zips, forest green heather zips are back in stock finally. Some of these sizes have been sold out for months. So I'll grab those right now. The other sweatshirts I'm gonna hold off on restocking till later because we just ordered so many t-shirts. The house is filling up. Little Miss Geek. Okay, I gotta stop filming so I can take the memory card out of the camera to transfer clips and start editing. Still talking with the Shopify support. We've tried a couple things. None of it worked, which is what I figured. It's a deeper issue somehow. She's still here and I'm shocked. She never settles down and just lays there. She's always moving around, meowing for pets, being a little pest, but she's just been chilling for several minutes. And there she goes. Okay. And update on the Shopify support. They escalated me to a different person to chat with, and they couldn't find anything wrong, and all my settings are set up correctly, which I knew. But it was nice getting confirmation. So they're escalating it to another specialist of some kind, but they'll look into it on the back end. We don't need to continue with the live chat. I'll just wait and get an email from them. I'm squeezing in a clip from Wednesday because there was a resolution to my shipping issue. Yes. So I woke up to a message from Shopify support and they wanted me to try enabling collection of duties for the US, and I haven't enabled that because I want the taxes, like the new tariffs that were introduced, I want those included in the product pricing so that there's no sticker shock when people go to check out. And I just want to show this in case someone else is having this issue all of a sudden. But yeah, in the United States, for taxes and duties, it said not collecting. But I had to mark it as collecting. But there's an option to show that you're already including the duties in your product pricing. Because I thought it was going to calculate the duties on its own and then show that at checkout. And that's not what I want. And if I did do it that way, I would be paying some duty calculation fees twice because Shopify will charge a fee for calculating how much duty is owing, but then Zonos also charges a fee, and so I didn't want to be paying double fees. So I'm hoping that, you know, with it set this way, showing as the duties are included, it won't have to calculate and I won't get charged that extra fee because it'd be on every single order. Well, every US order. And I can't believe it was just that little toggle this entire time. And I couldn't look into this sooner because I was gone, but yes, I'm glad that's finally resolved. But for all the orders I'm packing today, I'm still gonna have to calculate how much to refund people because they just got charged the backup shipping rate. So, yeah, I'm just glad that's sorted before the shop update though. Oh, and I never would have suspected that that setting was the issue because it hasn't been an issue. Like all the duties and tariff stuff has been working out okay in terms of collecting and remitting. And there hasn't been any issues, so it was weird that this setting is like a sudden requirement to have enabled. And it seemed like Shopify support wasn't even sure if that would fix the issue. They're like, try this. And then it did work, so whatever, I'm just glad it's fixed. Anyway, back to editing for me. And I have tons of footage. I didn't realize how much I had, so I should stop filming. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.